What if the phone in your hand is making you less capable of understanding another human being? What if it is not really showing you the world so much as teaching you all day long that your side is right and the other side is ridiculous? At 79, I have come to believe that social media is dangerous not because it leaves people uninformed, but because it makes them feel informed too quickly. And the little room where that happens is sitting in your pocket. That is what social media is so good at. Its real power is not that it shows you a lot. Its power is that it learns you very quickly. It learns what you stop for, what you agree with, what makes you angry, what keeps you scrolling. And once it learns that, it does not send you a balanced picture of the world. It sends you more of the same, more of what you already like, more of what you already believe, more of what confirms your suspicions. After a while, a dangerous illusion settles in. You feel like you are seeing reality. A lot of the time, you are just seeing your own preferences reflected back at you. And the problem does not stop with the audience. This machine is not only shaping the people who watch content, it is shaping the people who make it. Platforms learn very quickly which kind of opinion, outrage, and us versus them story can hold the same crowd day after day. Creators learn that too. They see what gets clicks, what gets shared, what keeps the numbers moving. So they make more of it. Maybe the example changes. Maybe the villain changes. Maybe the headline changes. Maybe the packaging changes. But underneath it, the message is often the same. The same emotional cue, the same narrowing of the world, the same invitation to feel superior, threatened, disgusted, or vindicated. The algorithm feeds the crowd. The crowd rewards the content. The creators learn the reward pattern and produce more of the same. Then the algorithm pushes it harder. After enough rounds, that is not just recommendation anymore. That is a closed loop. That is what makes this so dangerous. Not that it leaves people ignorant in some obvious way. It is more subtle than that. It makes people feel informed while steadily reducing the range of what they can imagine. You keep seeing content that proves you were right all along. Your judgments get reinforced. Your likes and dislikes get sharpened. Your biases get fed until they stop feeling like biases and start feeling like common sense. Bias is most dangerous not when it looks wild, but when it starts sounding ordinary. That is why I have come to believe social media does not mainly turn people into smarter people. It turns them into more certain people, less curious, less humble, faster to judge, faster to label, faster to decide that this group is ridiculous, that group is dangerous, these people are hopeless. On the surface, that can look like conviction. Very often, it is just the feeling of never being seriously interrupted. Because if a person spends years hearing only what he already agrees with, he slowly loses an important ability. He stops really wanting to know why another person thinks the way he thinks. He does not approach disagreement with curiosity anymore. He approaches it like a prosecutor. He wants to classify, dismiss, flatten, and move on. Once a person starts living that way, he may sound stronger, but what he is becoming is narrower. I have seen this at dinner tables, on porches, and in family text threads. Two adults can sit right across from each other, faces red, voices hard, and still not be in a real conversation at all. They are just repeating what their own feeds have been drilling into them in slightly different words. Neither one is really listening. Each one thinks he is defending common sense. A lot of the time, he is just defending the emotional training he has been receiving. And it gets worse, because social media rarely delivers a full human being to you. It delivers fragments, the dumbest sentence, the ugliest 10 seconds, the most arrogant clip, the worst possible frame of a complicated person. So after a while, the people who disagree with you stop looking like people. They start looking like caricatures. But a clip is not a person. A bad sentence is not a person. A position is not a person. And when all you ever see are the worst slices of the other side, you begin to lose the ability to imagine the whole human being behind them. That is one reason groups now harden against each other so quickly. It is not only that they disagree, it is that they are living in separate realities. You are seeing one world, I am seeing another. He is being shown a stream of people to fear. She is being shown a stream of people to pity. Everybody has receipts and clips and proof, but so much of that proof has already been selected and emotionally pre-chewed before it ever reaches us. Give that enough time and people stop saying, I disagree with them. They start saying, I don't even understand how a person could think like that. Then after a while, they do not even want to understand. Now let me be clear so this does not get sloppy. I am not saying all views are equally right. I am not saying you should have no standards. Some things are wrong. Some ideas are ugly. Some actions deserve firm opposition. I am not arguing against judgment. I am arguing against outsourcing your judgment to a machine that profits from your emotional predictability. That machine does not care whether you are getting closer to truth. It cares whether you stay, react, tap, and come back for more. It is not training your understanding. It is training your confirmation. That is why a truly free mind is not a mind that only hears what it likes. A free mind can come into contact with ideas that make it uncomfortable without instantly handing itself over to rage. A free mind can hear an opposing view without immediately turning the person on the other side into an enemy. A free mind still has room for one sentence that grows rarer every year. Maybe I have not seen the whole thing yet. That sentence is hard now because our culture rewards speed, hardness, and certainty. The faster you react, the more awake you seem. The less you hesitate, the more decisive you seem. The more completely you flatten the other side, the more your tribe may praise you as somebody who gets it. But I have lived long enough to distrust that performance. These days, I put more faith in people who can slow down, look again, and admit that one feed, one clip, one thread may not be the whole of reality. Those people still have a chance not to be occupied by their own bias. Social media does not automatically make people evil, but it does make it very easy for people to become smaller. It can tailor your world so precisely to your existing mind that eventually you mistake that room for the whole world. And once you do that, you cannot truly understand anybody living outside it. So if you want the simplest thing I am trying to say today, it is this. Be careful with any content world that always makes you feel comfortable, always makes you feel right, and always leaves you with the same enemies. It may not be making you wiser at all. It may just be making you harder to correct, harder to humble, and harder to teach. That is enough for today. See you next time.